Hey guys, hope you're well. Welcome to another devlog on the Pir4te project. The last devlog was more than 8 months ago now. I'm sorry for that, and I'm not satisfied with that. That doesn't mean I haven't made any progress on the game. On the contrary, I've been working on a lot of things that I haven't shown on YouTube. First, I worked on a main menu, because a game needs a main menu. This menu currently uses a background video of the sailing system, which is very nice but not representative of the game, so in the future I'll create a full scene in which I'll integrate all the UI. I also worked on a full save and load system, so we can now create as many games as we want, and we can save each game as many times as we want. All the saves can be loaded, so you can load an old save if you want to restart your progression from this point. All this system works well, and we have now a full game loop. Create a new game, save this game, come back to main menu and load any save of this game. I also had long hours on shaders, which was something completely new to me, and I have to say, shaders are just incredible things. My goal was to create different shaders to simulate the wind effect on vegetation. I also synchronized my shaders with the wind system I created for the sailing system shown in Devlog 4, I guess. Some tests on the random colorizations of foliage to enrich the level design. And even a simple snow shader which simply whitens all faces that are upward. It's very fun, but I don't think I'd use it as it doesn't really fit with the Pir4te universe. All these experimentations were a good way to introduce me to shader graph. Very powerful, completely free, lot of YouTube tutorials. I learned a lot of things and I now use shader graph for other shaders in the game. But all the vegetation shaders I created are now completely useless because I decided to work with an incredible asset specialized in vegetation shaders, which is the Vegetation Engine by Boxophobic Studio. I also started working on level design, fully handmade and definitely not finished. I'm still thinking about the process I should use to generate my map. Maybe the procedural approach could be the solution, but at the moment I'll need to place specific things by hand, so I don't know for the moment, and that's why I didn't finish this level design. But anyway, it's still very interesting to do some level design. It was a good way to test the Vegetation Engine asset and its impostor add-on. So, in few words, the principle of an impostor is to replace a complex 3D model with a simpler one. This provides a huge performance gain, but reduces the visual quality of the model. This is why the real model is only replaced by its impostor when it is far enough away from the camera. This way, your potato PC doesn't burn, and you can play a game that doesn't look like a potato. Win-win. I then worked on the integration of a very nice procedural sky asset called Jupiter, created by Pinwheel Studio, the same studio who created Poseidon, my first ocean asset, and Polaris, the low-poly terrain asset I still use. I created a custom day-night cycle with Jupiter, with long days and short nights, light system, etc. But I also decided to delete this work because I discovered another procedural sky asset, which is truly amazing, simple, complete, smart, so beautiful. It's called Cozy Weather by Distant Lands, and visually it completely fits the game I want to create. More than a sky, it also generates a full climate system with different weathers, seasons, a very smart fog system, FX, etc. There's a lot of things, I still need time to learn everything, but I already love it. Another amazing asset I added to the game is Stylized Water 2 by Stargard Creations, which is, as you can guess, an ocean asset. Again, so beautiful! I mean, it's the most beautiful ocean asset I've seen on Unity. There is everything I need, and there is the underwater extension. I have no words, just look at this waterline. I mean, I don't need a gameplay, I just need this waterline and my game is finished, damn! Here again, I still have some adjustments to do so that the ocean works well with the cozy weather, but I already love the result. And finally, most of my time was dedicated to my own modular building system. Yeah, I need to say yeah, because it's clearly the most complex things I've developed on the game. Much more complex than the sailing system. I started from scratch, nothing, nada, and I'm proud to say that I coded everything myself. This building system works well, it's super cool, and I can't wait to show you everything in the next devlog. So think about subscribing and activating the ring. So as you can see, the project isn't dead, but I'm going in a lot of different directions. I don't take the time to finish what I start, and I don't take the time to regularly publish devlogs on YouTube. Moreover, even if this project is a huge source of satisfaction and feeds a real passion, it's also sometimes a source of stress because there is still a long way to go and I don't see the end of this. All these reasons lead me to refocus on what I want and to reframe my project. I think it's important to take a step back. It's even essential. And I think it's also important that I share all this with you so that you can understand where I am and where I want to go. So, what I know. I discovered Unity 2 years ago, and after following a little tutorial on a 2D platformer, I decided to start developing a 3D game. It's an extremely ambitious project, much more than I expected when I started it. Today I realize that I'm very far from finishing this project, especially if I stay alone. And to be honest, if I had known how much work and how much mental work it was going to be, I think I would have never started. But what I know too, one of the reasons this project is taking me so much time is because I'm starting from scratch. I have to learn everything on my own. And over the last 2 years, I've learned a lot and I've loved it. My project has already evolved a lot and I've started to share it with you on YouTube, on Discord, which is another incredible adventure. And again, thank you so much because without you, I would have lost the motivation to continue a long time ago. Unfortunately, I have a problem. Time, which brings me back to my poor human condition. I have a full-time job that keeps me busy, and I also have a life with personal projects, etc. So my available time for the game is limited and I must use it better, so that I can play the game one day, so that the game will be finished one day, and so that I can publish a better YouTube content more regularly. So I decided to set myself 3 goals. My first goal is to create a Steam page for the game. This is essential to publish the game and it makes things concrete too. So for that, I first need to define the identity of the game. And first of all, its name. And that's where I need you. Please help me find a name for my game. So some things to think about. We are in a pirate universe, of course. We are in a low poly style. The game will be in an open world. I think exploration is very important. And if you want some elements on the narrative side, the main idea is to survive and to rebuild a strong and safe community. Just a point, I'm not close to the idea of a mystical universe like in Assassin's Creed, but nothing defined for the moment. So if you have any idea, any question, any suggestion, please use the comments section. My second goal is to make a playable demo so that you can play the game. First, I focused on the minimal valuable product of the game. Quality is better than quantity. So I finish the features I start, I make sure these features work well with each other, I clearly list what I have to do, and of course, I stay focused on this list. And obviously, that's the hard part. Just a few words about the demo. The demo will only be dedicated to the testing of main features and system. If you're interested, you'll have to ask me in order to have access to it. Everything will be communicated on Discord, link in description. And finally, my third goal is publish YouTube devlogs more regularly. And that's where comes the hard decision. I decided to stop French devlogs. I know it's a big decision. Obviously, I'm not happy because I started this project in French, I started the YouTube devlogs in French, and you are many French speakers to follow my project. But it's not possible for me to continue like this. It's just too much work to produce all the content in 2 languages. English is more universal, so even if my accent is terrible, sorry for that, I'll continue with this language. I sincerely hope you French speakers will understand my position and continue following the project. Because I didn't take this decision for nothing, I set myself a publication schedule so that I publish more regularly. And finally, I also decided to improve the Discord, so many changes to come in channels in the next days. Voila, you know everything, you understand a little bit better where I am and what will change for me, for the project, and for you. Game development is an amazing experience, and sharing this adventure with you is very stimulating, but it must first and foremost remain a pleasure. I hope that with these new goals and resolutions, things will be better for everyone. Take care of yourselves, thanks for being here, remember to subscribe and like, and see you soon for the next devlog. Cheers!